I so don't want to do this. You don't know how much I don't want to do this. Guys, you saw the last video, right? Like, you know how awful this is. Like, I already have this beautiful colony, which I've moved into this beautiful setup, which you also saw. I don't want to do this again. Why? What is wrong with me? Why would I subject myself to this again? You see, I kind of have a debt to settle with these ants. A little bit. Yeah, so I caught like 75 queens last year. And that's the only one that lived. Now, that's quite the awful turnout. Like, really bad. But I made a lot of mistakes last year. More than I'd like to admit. So I think that if I try again, plus being able to steal fungus from that colony to help save some queens that might have lost theirs, I think I might be able to do better this year. Not to mention, you guys kind of wanted this. Like, a lot. So, I feel like I have no choice. Let's get down there, man. Well, actually, first, I gotta make some setups. I gotta make some setups for these ants. Everyone's favorite time. Time to make setups.
Huh?
I didn't make enough plaster. I got like 8 more setups, 9 more setups. Frick. Okay, that's better. So with those done, all we have left to do is wait. It appears that it's finally time. Let's see what happens. We are, in fact, almost there. I just saw on the side of the road a big rattlesnake stretched out on the shoulder, and like the snake part of my brain was like, slam on the brakes, go look at it. And then I'm like, I've seen a million rattlesnakes. It wasn't in risk of getting hit by a car. It was well off on the side. And I have more important things to do. So for those of you who get, you know, annoyed when I show snakes or don't like when I show snakes, that one's for you. But don't expect that again in the future, all right? I like snakes. They're going to be on this channel. Get used to it. But enough yapping. Let's just get down there already, man. I'm feeling it. All right, we have arrived. Let's see what's going on. Well, it's definitely not looking particularly promising. I'm surprised I don't see any elates. It is still quite wet, which is actually kind of unexpected. I was expecting it to be a little dry. Huh. This is weird. Allow me a moment, everyone, to collect some more information. Okay, so more information has been gathered. There are, in fact, elates out. And also a random diolate and like a half diolate. I don't know what the heck these guys are doing. And there's some males. Why are there like random diolates running around? There's like 3 or 4 diolates. What the heck? Okay, let me go check the other colonies. And they want to fly. They're like flying. Let me go check the other colonies and see what the heck is going on. Because this is very unlike anything I saw last year. Very interesting. Solenopsis are gonna fly. Wow. Okay, this is more like it. It's like all males here, which is a good thing. I think this is a younger colony based on what I've observed in previous years. So it makes sense that their elates are like mostly males. But this is a good sign. This is what it should look like when they're about to fly. Now let me leave. Let me leave to not disturb them. I can already hear the elates taking off a little bit. There's this guy trying to eat elates as they fly. What a bastard. Oh, there's more. There's another Sonoran desert toad, and there's more elates posted up from that same colony. So let me go check the third colony in the area. Maybe the first colony is just being weird. Here's another one. You fat bastards are everywhere, and the Atta are pissed. Okay, good thing I noticed that. That would hurt if I let them chow down on my legs. They did not like the fact that I was walking past all their elates, which is good. They should be defensive of their elates. That's kind of the point. Okay, there's a male following my light. That's not good. I really should have brought a dimmer flashlight. That was kind of a blunder on my part, not gonna lie. Let's see. Okay, we've got good things going on here too. It's a lot of males again. That's so odd. Here's a bunch of queens. And again, I'm only gonna show them very, very briefly because I really don't want to disturb them before they take off. I'm not seeing a ton. I mean, there's a bunch here. This is very interesting. I'm interested to see what happens. There's a bunch at a different nest entrance. Looks like about 50-50 on males and queens there. Bunch there. Yes, by the way, this colony is in fact living in a giant pile of dead wood. You can thank construction for that one. Okay, well, we have good things happening, I think. There's a queen flying around for no reason. Why are you flying already? You shouldn't be flying. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and sit somewhere where hopefully my lights will not disturb these guys. Okay, they are like flying though. I don't know if that's my fault or not, but they're flying. So very interesting. Yeah, there's queens flying around. Queens are indeed flying around. Whatever, maybe I should just stop yapping and get all my crap figured out. I gotta hydrate these containers. I have all these freaking containers for collecting Atta, and they have no water in them, so I need to do that. So, thankfully I got here with enough time where there's not queens flying around everywhere while I'm like scrambling to get this stuff hydrated. But yeah, fun times. Well, I mean, it seems like they're starting to fly in, which is interesting because it's way earlier than they flew last year in terms of like the hour. It's actually, just kidding, it's not that much earlier. It's like 10 minutes earlier, which I guess is reasonable, but they're really coming in. Like when I first walked over here moments ago, there were only a handful, and there's a bit more than a handful now. I'd really like if I managed to see a couple of them actually mating, because I'm very worried about collecting a ton of infertile queens like I did last year. And that was not a skill issue, I swear. I was only collecting DL8s. I swear it wasn't a skill issue. It was a luck issue. But this year, hopefully it'll be different. Hopefully. Get up. No. No. Get a load of this guy. Absolutely not. Get. Get the heck out of here, you freaking rat. Go on, Queen. I've given you a new chance at life. Get off your back. Go, soldier, go. Oh yeah, we swarming now. Oh yeah. It's good too this year. I don't know if you can tell, but like over there, I mean, the border crossing still has all its lights on, but the gas station has all of its lights off. So maybe less lights will mean more of a chance for them to mate sort of normally. I don't know. I'm very interested to see. Excuse me, I'm talking. Thank you. These guys are so attracted to light, it's nuts. This is why you like can't use lights during Atta flights. And don't worry, I will be turning this light off shortly. I just want to demonstrate. Look at this. That's actually insane. I'm like commanding the Atta. Oh, it's even crazier over here. There are so many of them. I hope you guys can hear it. It's crazy. Well, I'm back at a spot where they were swarming under the light, and there's a lot of males that have already died. A ton of males that have already died, which is very interesting. I don't know if that's just from smacking into the wall or what, but it hopefully means that a lot of these queens have mated. That's a male, but that's a queen. There's a bunch of winged queens hanging around, like all down there, a bunch of winged queens. So I'm hoping, you know, maybe some of these queens that are just hanging out on this wall are actually fertile. There's a lot of elates still up there. So I'm just going to pay attention, see if any of these queens start taking their wings off. Or what the heck they're up to. If they're still trying to fly or not is usually a decent sign. This one, we'll keep an eye on her. But hopefully as it gets a little bit lighter out, things will progress a little better. First of all, look at that beautiful skyline. Oh my gosh. Love the desert. Love being out here. But I would really love to start finding some fertile Atta queens. That would really be the best. Like, you are not fertile. You are not fertile, bro. If you're still buzzing like that, no way. No way. I guess let's just look around. Well, I will say there's definitely some cause for concern, as, you know, the sun is pretty much fully up, and I haven't really seen anything. I mean, I know what happens is after they mate, the queens kind of disperse, you know, so they don't all just end up founding in the same spot, because that would be pretty counterintuitive to the species' success. But I'm just not seeing anything. Maybe I just need to be patient, but I don't know. I'm starting to get a little discouraged out here. This kind of sucks. All the queens I'm finding are still full elates, and they're still flying. If you kind of toss them up in the air, they'll fly, which is usually a dead giveaway that they are not fertile. Let's see, are you gonna try to fly? Yup. This one is too, I guarantee it. Yup. That one did pretty well. But I'm like, I'm really getting screwed here. Look at her. She's just totally flying away. I mean, I guess she could be, you know, dispersing to go start a colony somewhere else, but I'm a little doubtful of that.
Guess I just gotta keep looking, but at some point I'm gonna have to cut my losses and just leave. Even though I am not convinced at this point that I have any fertile queens. Which is really annoying. Like, really super annoying. I mean, there's all these males running around. Where the heck are my queens at? Something was seriously weird about this flight, man. Like, why is there still a queen walking in this colony's trail? Why is there a queen walking in a trail at all? I feel like it's hey, excuse me, I'm talking. Anyway, it feels like every time I come down here I learn something new about these ants, which is a good thing, but also, like, I kind of wish that I just knew what was going on all the time. But I'm stumped for what's going on right now. Completely stumped. Well, I'm definitely not getting my hopes up considering she's climbing on a wall. But finding a dealate is definitely progress. So here's a fun little bonus. Not the queen, but I really don't want her to bite me. There we go. But this is the first year that I've ever found Atta roaches. These are cockroaches that live inside Atta colonies. And they disperse on the queens. And this is the first time that I've ever actually seen them. I've seen a couple running around too. But seeing them kind of riding on the queens is very iconic. It's the first time that I've seen that. So hey, that's pretty cool. Well, just as I was about to give up, there's a ton of queens walking around at the gas station. I mean, all winged, but at this point I'll take what I can get. I mean, by now, they're either mated or they're not. It's not like they're gonna mate if I wait, so I'd rather leave with at least something than empty cups. Well, thanks to all of the queens congregating at the gas station, I very quickly went from no containers to all of my containers being full, which is cool.
So, in massive contrast to last year, I'm leaving successful after one trip. What the heck? Now, I do have to give some credit to another ant keeper that I ran into in the field. He found where all the delates were hiding, basically, and so showed me where that was at, and, managed to get quite a few. So, that was nice. Shout out if you're watching. But overall, I mean, not as many as last year. So, there's a chance that a lot of them are going to end up infertile like last year happened. I'm really hoping not, but we'll see. But yeah, I did not collect as many queens as last year. Both because I didn't see as many, and because, well, I already have a colony. So, the stakes were not quite as high this year, let's just say. But anyhow, it's jarring to have come down here once and just got him. That's messed up. That's not how it's supposed to be. Why couldn't this have happened last year, man? Last year, I had to work my butt off to get my one freaking queen this year that I still have. And this year I just showed up and they were just everywhere. Now that I already have them, which is good. Like, it's so much easier to have queens succeed the second year when you have a big colony to kind of give help from. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, it feels strange not being horribly exhausted driving home with leafcutter ant queens, because that's kind of how it was last year. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. It did what it was supposed to do. This video is not going to be nearly as dramatic as last year's, because it was easy. Why was it easy this year? I'm not going to get over this for a while. But you know, it is what it is. And I got Atta Queen, so like, what really? What am I even talking about? Like, I showed up and I got freaking Atta Queens in one try. What the heck am I talking about? Like anything else? That's all that matters. I showed up once and I got Atta Queens, and I need to shave my mustache. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Don't look at that.